Decor, repurposed furniture pieces, jewelry, signs, bath and body products, children's gifts, and a whole lot more. It's a mixture of old and new coming together to create the perfect market. Hours are Monday through Thursday, 10 to 5, Friday and Saturday, 10 to 7, and Sundays, 11 to 4. Call 980-1197. That's the Relatively Crafty Vendor Market, 114 Michael Drive in Forest City, in the old former Kids Play building off Doggett Road. Lou Gillum in the Blue Room, your forecast for today. It's going to be partly cloudy. Got a chance of showers, maybe thunderstorms. Highs around 80 degrees. Partly cloudy tonight. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 50. Tomorrow, cooler. Cloudy, scattered showers. Highs around 65. Cloudy overnight. Scattered showers, thunderstorms. Lows around 45. Saturday, cloudy, showers, thunderstorms. Highs around 60. Partly cloudy overnight. Lows around 45. And Easter Sunday morning, partly cloudy. Chance of showers. Highs around 60. That's your forecast. 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton. And it's 6 minutes past 8 o'clock. 65 degrees right now under mostly cloudy skies. Coming up, we've got that replay of the Sheriff's Report. But rain or shine, the Norville Auction Company will be conducting a unique auction on Saturday at 10 o'clock. Now, this auction is for a house that was donated to the fire department by the zinc plant. The auction is for the house only, not the lot it sits on. So you have to move that house and you have to clean up the lot. The house will be selling for cash, not contingent upon financing. A cleanup deposit will be required at purchase and will fully be refunded upon the satisfactory cleanup. The air conditioning unit goes with the house. The house is 2,000 plus or heated square foot. The garage is 600 plus square foot. So be there early Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, 508 Hicks Grove Road. Norville Auction, another exciting auction, Saturday, 10 a.m. And remember, that is for the house only.
You call the shots. Get savings on your new device at Bark Mobile. You make the call to get a new free Samsung Galaxy 5G smartphone when you switch. Then call the shots with an unlimited data plan. A single line is just $40 per month with autopay. Get the device you want plus unlimited data to stream, surf, download, message, and be ready for anything. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit mybarkmobile.com/terms and conditions. Offer expires June 30, 2023.
Ooh, this North Carolina Education Lottery Winners Club espresso is strong.
Pace yourself. New winners tend to overdo it on the coffee. And with new scratch-offs out, well...
Hey guys, I'm a new winner. My name's Steve. What's your name? I really love this coffee. Wow, this place is great. Glad I grabbed a new scratch-off. Okay, nice to meet you. Gonna get a massage. Ooh, I think I need to relax.
Told ya.
This month's tickets pack $60 million in total prizes. The Winners Club awaits. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds winning range from 1 in 3.57 to 4.84. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
And in local news, a first official farmland protection plan is nearly complete. The plan, prepared by Foothills Regional Commission for the Rutherford County Soil and Water Conservation District and the Rutherford County Farmland Preservation Advisory Board, is an assessment of the state of agriculture in Rutherford County and highlights strengths, opportunities, and challenges. It also includes a set of recommended actions that can be taken by the county leaders that will enable agriculture to thrive here. Foothills is also hosting a meeting that will allow members of the public to view the draft document and any other final recommendations or corrections. This meeting will be from 4 until 6, Monday, April the 17th, and will be at the Rutherford County Office Building at 289 North Main Street in Rutherfordton. Izzy Norman and Caitlin Smith, lead for the NC Fellows through the UNC Institute of Government, worked on the project and are hopeful that ultimately the farmland project plan will be valuable for Rutherford County. Well, on Friday, Isothermal Community College hosted over 1,000 middle school students from Rutherford and Polk counties for its annual Science and Technology Expo and a Students at Work partnership with Meta to highlight the brand new Be Pro, Be Proud North Carolina virtual reality experience. The events featured interactive STEM exhibits and classes that introduced students to various careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Be Pro, Be Proud NC launched in North Carolina in November 2022, and the event at Isothermal marked its first stop in Rutherford County. Rutherford County School 7th graders experienced the Be Pro, Be Proud mobile workshops that leveraged virtual reality to give students hands-on experience in skilled professions within the construction, manufacturing, transportation, and utility industries. Isothermal is particularly gratified for the collaboration that brings these kind of events together, notably the support of Meta along with many other businesses, K through 12, and community partnerships that, according to Dr. Margaret Anazita, ICC's president. Creating these ideas and these kinds of opportunities for our young learners at this stage in their journey will yield real benefits in their lives and the lives of their families down the road as they are exploring new and emerging career fields that will continue to grow and change throughout their lives. Well, it's time to give blood, and the Red Cross Bloodmobile. Many people want to give back to the community, but they don't have a lot of time to volunteer. And in only an hour, volunteer blood donors can save lives and feel instant gratification. The community is invited to give back many lives by donating blood at any of the following drives. Now, the next one will be Thursday, April the 20th from 1 until 5:30. Steps to Hope Community Room at 60 Ward Street. That would be in Columbus. Then on Friday, April 21st from 12 noon until 5:30 at the First Baptist Church in Forest City. Friday, April the 21st from 1 until 6, Big Springs Baptist Church. Saturday, April the 27th from 10 until 3, Brock Family Care, the American Red Cross on Shiloh Road. And on Thursday, April the 27th from 2 until 6 at the Spindale United Methodist Church. And Mountain Creek Baptist Church will have one on Saturday, April the 29th from 9 until 2 in the afternoon. Well, deputies and firefighters were recognized Saturday for their courageous efforts in trying to save a man in a deadly house fire. 3 Rutherford County Sheriff's deputies and 2 firefighters with the Cliffside Fire Department were honored for their bravery surrounding a December 24th house fire on Hines Road. When the emergency personnel arrived on the scene of the blaze, one of the occupants of the house was still inside the fully engulfed home. Deputies were the first on the scene. Although they attempted to go inside the burning house, they were overcome by the fire and by smoke. Once the firefighters were on the scene, they went inside and brought resident Floyd Buckner out of the blaze. Buckner was taken to the Georgia Burn Center, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Recognized for their bravery were John Splon, Assistant Chief at Cliffside Fire Department, firefighter Austin Brown. The deputies were also recognized Lieutenant Michael Snyder, Joseph McComas, and Caleb Butron. Also in attendance of the Saturday ceremony were the wife and children of Buckner, who expressed their gratitude for the acts of the first responders. On September 16th, Lake Lure will once again host a dance festival, just as they have for over a decade. However, this year they're moving beyond the theme of dirty dancing to include more fancy footwork from a variety of dance styles. While the Dirty Dancing Festival of Lake Lure has been a very popular event, financial and contractual obligations required by Lionsgate have made it too difficult for the local chamber of Hickory Nut Gorge to offer that festival this year. To keep fans happy and honor the historic dancing that's been a part of Lake Lure since 2010, they've decided to bring together a more diverse dance festival that incorporates not only the moves from the 50s and 60s, but also many other dance forms that will keep festival goers on their toes. The festival committee has started meeting to work out the specifics of this year's festival as they aim to offer more dance lessons, great bands, excellent food, and new experiences that are sure to appeal to a new and long-time festival fans. The one-time festival has been set for September 16th. For all the latest updates and news on Lake Lure's Dance Festival, follow the Chamber on Facebook at the Chamber of Hickory Nut Gorge. And for more information, you can email info@hickorynutchamber.org. We'll have more news after this, and we'll also have that sheriff's report.
Well, hello. You might remember me from movies such as It's a Wonderful Life and Vertigo. But I bet you didn't know I was also a World War II aviator. I love history, and I also love antiques. Well, that's why I shop at Dive Bomber Vintage in Ruffton. Well, they've got something for everyone. They're located at 126 Park Lane Drive. Stop by the Chowhound Canteen next door. Have a hot dog or two. Make sure you tell Jesse that Jimmy sent you.
We all sometimes need a towing service. Bad weather, or you just get stuck on the side of the road with a flat tire, or even worse. Call on Tri-City Towing Services of Daryl Burnett. Towing services for big trucks as well as cars and SUVs. He has a rollback service to get you safely to a garage. With years of experience, you're in good hands with Tri-City Towing. Put this number in your phone, 828-305-7707. That's 305 7707. Have it handy when you need it. Remember the name, Tri-City Towing, 1101 West Main Street in Forest City. Here's that Sheriff's Report recorded earlier for broadcast at this time. With the Sheriff's Report, here is...
In the past 24 hours, the Sheriff's Department responded to 118 calls for service. There were 10 arrests. Road and Union Mills reported damage to personal property. It's all for the incident reports. On our arrest reports, Jonathan Wellman from Deerview Drive in Rutherford was served with a child support warrant, received a $554.45 cash bond. Jonathan Reese from Proctor School Road in Mooresboro was served with a warrant for injury to real property, received a $500 secured bond. Julian Miller from Golden Oaks Lane in Ellenboro was served with 2 counts of failure to appear on felony and received a $85,000 secured bond. Douglas Hip from Hudlow Road in Forest City was served with a failure to appear on felony, received a $5,000 secured bond. Elena Rodriguez Fisher from Buck Collins Road in Forest City was arrested and charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, simple possession of a Schedule 6 controlled substance, felony possession of a Schedule 2 controlled substance, and possession of methamphetamine. Received a $2,500 secured bond. Mary Good from Leonard Lane in Ellenboro was served with 2 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor and received a $500 secured bond. Nathan Guffey from Proctor School Road in Mooresboro was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $2,500 secured bond. Angela Scruggs from Victoria Drive in Ellenboro was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct and second-degree trespass, received a $500 secured bond. Anthony Melendrez from Smith Grove Road in Forest City was served with 2 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received an $850 secured bond. Zachary Green from Pin Oak Manor Lane in Rutherford was served with failure to appear on felony and also assault on a female and communicating threats, received a $10,000 secured bond. Brandon Wall from North Logan Street in Gaffney served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor and failure to appear on felony, received a $34,000 secured bond. Sarah Evans from Bimini Road in Lawndale was arrested and charged with possession with intent to manufacture, sell, or deliver marijuana and possession of marijuana paraphernalia, received a $5,000 secured bond. George Wingo from Hardin Store Road in Rutherford was served with a warrant for second-degree trespass, received a written promise to appear in court. And a Kimberly McKinney from Austin Drive in Marion was served with a warrant for breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering and received a $10,000 secured bond. And that's all I got for today.
Well, Carlos Watkins is headed west. The 6-year NFL veteran and former Chase High Trojan signed a 1-year free agent contract to play for the Arizona Cardinals. Watkins, 29, played for the Dallas Cowboys for the last 2 seasons after spending the previous 4 seasons with Houston after the Texans drafted him in 2017. In 6 seasons with the NFL, Watkins has garnered 132 tackles from his defensive end position in 69 career games. He also has 5 sacks, 3 fumble recoveries, and 1 forced fumble. Watkins scored a touchdown with a 29-yard interception return in 2021 against the New Orleans Saints. Watkins graduated from Chase in 2012 before attending Clemson University, where he was a virtual part of the Tigers' 2016 National Championship team, totaling 9 tackles in the title game versus Alabama. Well, if you missed yesterday, the Braves beat the Cardinals. Final score 5-2. We've got Braves baseball coming up this evening. Braves in San Diego. Airtime is 6:05 for that pregame, 7:15 for that first pitch. So be here this evening for Atlanta Braves baseball here on WCAB. Well, there is a push for more protection for people who call 911 when someone overdoses. Family advocates and lawmakers gathered Wednesday to support a new bill that they say will strengthen North Carolina's Good Samaritan law. Under the proposed bill in the Senate, everyone at the scene of an overdose would be protected from arrest and prosecution. Advocates said that the current law is not enough because it only protects the caller and person who overdoses from prosecution. North Carolina provides funding for lead asbestos testing in schools. I'll have that story in just a little bit. But Mary O'Donnell, who supports that law, she said her son died after she said his friends begged him to drink too much alcohol. She said his friends were scared to call 911 because they feared they'd get in trouble. The 19-year-old ended up drowning. She went on to say, it's all about saving a life. No one should hesitate a second. Just pick up the phone and make a call. Lee Starrow with Community Education Group said fear of that charge prevents people from calling for help. The proposed law also broadens the protections for substances and amounts. CBS 17 asked what the current law does for supporters of the new law. What do they believe? What would stop somebody from calling 911? They went on to say an example of modernization when this bill was originally put in place, fentanyl was not one of the covered drugs. It wasn't as predominant as it is now, according to bill sponsor Senator Bobby Haining. Haining, a primary sponsor of the bill, said he's been in contact with law enforcement groups and is aware that there is work to do on this bill. Its supporters also know that. The proposal would also protect students, calling campus security in substance-related emergencies. According to the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Sources, a record 4,041 people died from overdoses in the state in 2021. That's a 22% increase from 2020. Julie Cummings' son, Boone Cummings, was best friends with Sean. She said her son struggled after losing Sean. Boone died from an overdose after taking Xanax. It was the night before he was supposed to go to rehab. Cummings said her son reached out to friends, but they did not want to get in trouble, and they did not want Boone to get in trouble either. The proposed bill would provide immunity from being charged with death by distribution. At this time, there are bills in the legislation to increase the punishment for death by distribution. The Death by Distribution Act penalizes someone if the drugs they supply result in death. Now, during the press conference on Wednesday, supporters were asked if these laws conflict. The bill was filed last week and is currently in committee. Well, federal prosecutors said Frederick County Sheriff Charles Jenkins and another man face charges for their part in a plan to get machine guns illegally. A grand jury indicted Jenkins, 66, of Thurmont, Maryland, and Robert Justin Kropp, 36, of Fredericks, Maryland, on charges of conspiracy and making false statements in order to acquire machine guns. Additionally, Kropp is charged with illegal possession of machine guns. Jenkins began serving as Frederick County Sheriff in 2006. Kropp is the owner of gun-related businesses in the county. Prosecutors said Kropp and his businesses held up 2 firearm federal licenses that allowed him and the businesses under certain circumstances to possess and deal in machine guns. The indictment alleges that from August 2015 to May 2022, Jenkins and Kropp conspired to buy machine guns illegally and to fake documents using Frederick County Sheriff's Office letterhead to request machine guns for evaluation and demonstration to the Sheriff's Office. Kropp is accused of drafting the documents for Jenkins to sign. According to the indictment, Jenkins and Kropp knew that there would not be a demonstration of the machine guns to the Sheriff's Office and that the machine guns were intended for rental to Kropp's customers. Kropp also allegedly illegally possessed 7 machine guns. The indictment further states that Kropp's business offered political support to Jenkins in recognition of his support for the business. Now, if convicted, they could face a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison for the conspiracy for false statements in records maintained by a federal firearms licensee and for false statements to federal law enforcement. If convicted on the additional charges he faces, Kropp could also face a maximum sentence of 10 years in federal prison. We've got sports coming up next from NCNN. And also, we told you on Monday that we would have My Great America. My Great America will not be on today. The show Tuesday was the final show. Jim Bishop did that program on his own. Butch was sick. But we will not have My Great America today at 8:30, as was previously planned to do. Braves baseball coming up this evening. Airtime 6:05. Braves in San Diego right here on WCAB. Sports is next.
NCN Sports. Good morning. I'm Tony Rixby. The most prestigious tournament in golf gets underway today, the Masters in Augusta, Georgia. Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, Jordan Spieth among the favorites to win the Masters. The legends are there as well, Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson. There'll also be drama as to whether a PGA Tour player or a Live League player will win. CBS Sports golf analyst Kyle Porter tells us he's going with Scheffler to win the tournament for the second year in a row.
I have a lot of trust that Scheffler's going to be in contention. He's playing, along with Rory and Rahm, the best golf in the world. I think Scotty Scheffler becomes the first person since Tiger Woods in 2002 to repeat at Augusta National.
In the NBA, the Bucks are the regular season champs after downing the Bulls. Correspondent Dave Ferry has the story.
The Bucks' 105-92 win over the Bulls gives Milwaukee the top seed in the NBA playoffs. Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez, and Drew Holiday each had at least 20 points as the Bucks won without Giannis Antetokounmpo, who was ruled out with a knee injury. Portis finished with 27 points and 13 rebounds.
I like shooting the ball, so you know what I'm saying? A couple guys out, I know there's a lot more shots out there, so I get to be a little bit more aggressive.
Lopez had 26 points, and Holiday added 20 points, 15 assists, and 8 rebounds. The Bulls led by 10 in the third quarter before falling. I'm Dave Ferry.
North Carolina Republican senators introduced a bill on Wednesday that could harshly limit the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. Senate Bill 636 aims to restrict the participation of transgender student athletes, but it would also further weaken the NCHSA of its power to govern high school sports. The association would have to apply and enforce all rules adopted by the State Board of Education. They'd be limited to 4 classifications based only on daily average membership and would not be allowed to issue penalties to schools. You're listening to NCN Sports.
Agriculture drives our local economy. I'm Lee Ivey, Director of the Agricultural Institute at NC State University, and we are looking for our next generation of innovative leaders. Our graduates are part of the global economy, and we provide hands-on training in our exceptional facilities, including our animal units and greenhouses. Earn a 2-year degree and receive networking opportunities to help you land a rewarding career. Enroll by June 1st. 2 years, 1 degree, endless possibilities. Learn more at cals.ncsu.edu/AGI.
Steel professional-grade battery-powered tools. Whether you're looking for the performance to take on residential and commercial landscaping or the power to get the job done in the forest or at the construction site, Steel has battery equipment built with pros in mind. From low-noise operation to relentless performance,
A chippy affair with the Lightning as we hear from Mike Mancuso.
In a matchup of 2 of the best clubs in the NHL, the Rangers beat the Lightning 6-3. The Rangers quickly jumped out to a 3-0 lead, but the Lightning got it back to 4-3 before Chris Kreider's second goal of the night midway in the third provided insurance in what was a nasty, intense game.
Direct hockey, close on guys, physical, getting into battles, winning battles, advancing pucks. So. It was a strong game for us.
Rangers' Tyler Mott had 2 goals. Tampa had won 3 straight. Mike Mancuso, New York.
Former Appalachian State Athletic Director Jim Jones has passed away. He was the Mountaineers AD from 1974 to 1980. During his stint, he hired Bobby Crimmins as the head basketball coach and would go on to lead the Mountaineers to the NCAA tournament in 1979. Tony Rixby, NCN Sports.
Lou Gillum in the Blue Room, your forecast for today. It's going to be partly cloudy. Got a chance of showers, maybe thunderstorms. Highs around 80 degrees. Partly cloudy tonight. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Lows around 50. Tomorrow, cooler. Cloudy, scattered showers. Highs around 65. Cloudy overnight. Scattered showers, thunderstorms. Lows around 45. Saturday, cloudy, showers, thunderstorms. Highs around 60. Partly cloudy overnight. Lows around 45. And Easter Sunday, Sunday morning, partly cloudy. Chance of showers. Highs around 60. That's your forecast. 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton. And right now we're up to 66 degrees and mostly cloudy skies at WCAB. Well, Elisa Wilkie, congratulations of Bostic. She was named second runner-up in the Miss Gardner-Webb 2023 pageant. That was held on March the 26th. Wilkie, a nursing major, is the daughter of Eric and Amy Wilkie, a graduate of East Rutherford High School. As the second runner-up, Wilkie received $100, flowers, a sash, and a plaque. Wilkie also received the Most Talented Award for her talent. She played the violin and a dance routine. Kendall Vest, an exercise science major from Shady Spring, West Virginia, was crowned Miss Gardner-Webb. Nursing major Grace Ford of Monroe, Georgia, was the first runner-up. 7 contestants competed in 4 areas: business wear, casual wear, talent, and evening gown. As part of the evening gown competition, each young woman gave a speech that paid tribute to a woman who has inspired them in their lives. Jess Rudley, pageant coordinator and associate director of student engagement, described the Miss Gardner-Webb pageant as an empowering tradition based on confidence, grace, and sisterhood. She thanked all of the people who assisted in the planning and preparation and execution of the event. So congratulations for Elisa Wilkie from Bostic being named second runner-up in the Miss Gardner-Webb 2023 pageant. So congratulations to her. Well, the Cleveland County Rescue Mission invites participants in its first Take Up Your Cross 5K on April the 15th. This event is one of the ministry's most significant opportunities to raise funds and support those in need in the community. All proceeds benefit the Cleveland County Rescue Mission that will be directly used to support the programs that break the cycles of homelessness and poverty in the region. Packet pickup will start at 9 a.m. in the Magnolia Shelter at Hanna Park. Finish well timing will be on site to time the 5K run. Participants can purchase T-shirts or fundraiser for a free T-shirt. Runners can start at 10 o'clock and have the choice to run or walk the 5K route, as well as have the option to carry a cross the last 300 yards through the finish line. Participants are invited to bring children, as Elevation Church Gaston will be on the site with kid-friendly activities. Chick-fil-A Shelby will provide a free sandwich coupon to all participants. Sign up on the CCRM website at clevelandcountyrescue.org, or you can visit the Facebook page at Cleveland County Rescue Mission, or register directly at runsignup/takeupyourcross 5K. The event is presented by the Cleveland County Rescue Mission, Finish Well Timing, and the City of Shelby. Sponsors of the event include Carolina Power Partners, Kings Mountain Energy Center, Elevation Church, Gaston, Jesus My King Church, Kingfisher Capital, Sarah Lynn Little, CPA, Turner Trucking Company, Bent Creek Ranch and Retreat, Auctions Unlimited, Arnold's Jewelry, and the City of Shelby. Well, some of the stories that we were reporting: in 1841, President William Henry Harrison succumbed to pneumonia a month after his inaugural. He became the first U.S. president to die in office. In 1865, President Abraham Lincoln accompanied his son Tad, visiting the vanquished Confederate capital of Richmond, Virginia, where he was greeted by a crowd that included former slaves. In 1917, the U.S. Senate voted 86-6 in favor of declaring war against Germany, followed suit 2 days later by a vote of 373-50. In 1945, during World War II, U.S. forces liberated the Nazi concentration camp in Germany. Hungary was liberated as Soviet forces cleared out remaining German troops. In 1949, 12 nations, including the United States, signed the North Atlantic Treaty in Washington, D.C. In 1973, the Twin Towers of New York's World Trade Center were officially dedicated. Sadly, the towers were destroyed by terrorists in September 11, 2001. 1974, Hank Aaron of the Atlanta Braves tied Babe Ruth's home run record by hitting his 714th round tripper in Cincinnati. In 1975, more than 130 people, most of them children, were killed when a U.S. Air Force transport plane evacuating Vietnamese orphans crashed shortly after takeoff from Saigon. Microsoft was founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And in the Space Shuttle Challenger in 1983, roared into orbit on its maiden voyage, and it was destroyed in the disaster of January 1986. That's just some of the stories that we were reporting. And we are going to step back and have some music coming up, and that'll take us up to 9 o'clock, then ABC News. And we will not be having the My Great America this morning. The last show was Tuesday morning, and we will not have My Great America.